Alright, hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So, just over a year ago, I started really getting into a new hobby, and I came to find out that I loved it almost as much as video games. Nothing will ever surpass video games for me, as I'm sure you guys are quite aware, but it was really refreshing for me to get into a new hobby that I was really enjoying and feel like I was being a part of a bunch of different communities and meeting and talking to a bunch of people that were just as passionate as I was. But the difference here is that this kind of gave me the old school YouTube days back in 2008, 2009, 2010, where I started to get involved with these smaller communities and actually make a channel around this hobby and start posting videos and organically grow this channel from scratch, 0 subscribers up to over 1,000, which I have just recently reached. And this new hobby that I have really come into is trading card games, but not so much, the big like Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh, none of that kind of stuff. I really tried to hone in on games that meant a little bit something to me. So I started getting into indie trading card games and old trading card games that have long been out of print. And, just some of the examples of things that I've gotten into and opened up over the years. Stuff such as I started opening Eye of Judgment packs for the first time since this game released on PlayStation 3. You guys remember that? Did you know that there's a Final Fantasy trading card game? That's actually something I got into many years ago, but kind of recently over the past year or two, really started to get a bit more into it. I've opened up old trading card games such as these vintage Star Wars packs and Lord of the Rings packs from Decipher back when the movies were just coming out over 2 decades ago. Uh, Other things, some of you remember Magi Nation on Game Boy Color, right? Well, I've opened Magi Nation trading cards over there. And I just got these in. I got some Sonic X trading cards just to kind of give you a feel and idea. I mean, heck, I've opened Mortal Kombat trading cards. Video game themed cards, anything under the sun. But something that I enjoyed just as much as opening these sort of dead trading card games that are just no longer around is I started looking into indie trading card games. And one of the ones that I came across that is actually the sponsor of this video is mythrel. Now, before you click away and you're like, oh, Pete, here we go, a sponsored video. Let me just tell you, this isn't your normal type of sponsored video. The reason and the way that I came into having this video sponsored by mythrel is because I got into this game. I picked up some cards. I bought this booster box here. This is my first booster box I ever bought of mythrel. And I started playing with the community. Mythrel has an online client. I started playing against the community on there, really got to know everybody, got to know the owner of the game that created it. And I played quite a bit of this game. I was one of the top ranked players, and the creator reached out to me and said, hey, how would you feel about helping promote mythrel? And I was like, absolutely, I will definitely take a sponsorship for a game that I'm actively playing and also I believe has a really good future. I stand by this game. So I'm here today to kind of introduce you guys to mythrel. Mythrel is a game that was released on Kickstarter. They had a successful Kickstarter and they released booster boxes and a digital online client. So the best comparison is, how people can play Pokemon online and you can open your code cards and put them into the game and get booster packs. Mythrel does the same thing, and there's not a lot of card games that do this. So not only am I getting physical cards from mythrel, I'm also getting digital packs in the game client as I open packs for this game. So it's it's something that I really got into, and I wanted to share that with you guys here today and also introduce you to the game in general, kind of give you a little bit of a look at their website. We're going to crack open a booster box and show you what the cards look like and what you kind of expect from that. And I'm going to be doing a giveaway. So in order to enter the giveaway, the only thing that you got to do is you do got to download the client. So, obviously watch the video, see if it's for you, see if it's something you want to do, but you can download it on PC and mobile, like iOS or Android. And all you got to do is just drop me whatever your in-game name is in the comments and just tell me, like, hey, what's some of your favorite card games over the last 10 or 20 years? What are your favorite card games to play, collect? If you don't have any, maybe this is your first card game. Let me know what you like the most about mythrel from what you've seen. And for the giveaway, I'm going to hook you guys up with 2 physical starter decks for mythrel. And I'm going to also give you, they have a comic book, the first edition comic book from Kickstarter, and you're going to get sent 3 physical packs right here. I'm going to give you the full pack art set from their Kickstarter cards, which you can no longer buy online, so these are getting kind of rare. And I will ship that out to you, but make sure you just leave me your in-game name, and also I will be reaching out to you to kind of like I guess, talk to you through email or Discord or whichever, so that I can get this stuff sent out to you. Um, I'm going to pick one winner to receive all of the physical stuff, and then I'm going to pick 5 additional people that I'll send some in-game packs to as well. Before we head in and open up the packs, let me just give you a real quick rundown as to a few of the things that really make Mythril stand out above the crowd from other indie trading card games. First of which, this game allows a free open trading market. And what do I mean by that? If you play the online client, you can actually trade cards in the game freely with no restrictions for packs in the game. So it's not like you're putting a card up for sale and someone's paying you $20. Instead, they're going to trade you, oh, I got a few extra packs in game. How about, 3 packs for your card there? And there could be offers sent back and forth. So you can say you want a certain card, you can trade your packs or trade your card to get packs. So there's this free market system that the website, the Codex, actually allows you to check. If you go to their website, you can actually see a full list and trade online or just through the game client itself. There's also rankings on the Codex, so it'll show you pretty much everything that you need to know. Heck, I'm on there. I'm currently in the top 10. Maybe you guys can knock me out of there. It shows you match history. It shows you pretty much everything in terms of gameplay stats, how many cards exist, players' decks that they've made. There's a lot going on. This game is like fully transparent with everything. You're going to know each and every little stat that exists within Mythril. So there's a lot to check out on the website. And then also on the website, of course, if Mythril does seem like it's something that you might be interested in, be sure to check out their 2nd edition pre-orders. They're actually closing pre-orders on February 5th. So if this is something that looks interesting to you, be sure to check it out. Pre-order. I'll also have my link for that down below. It just kind of lets them know that you guys came from my video, and it lets them know that, hey, if any opportunities arise like this in the future, maybe I can help get you guys some freebies again in future videos. But that will most likely be over on my trading card game channel. So be sure to follow my trading card game channel, because a lot of future Mythril content that I do there, sponsored or not, will be on that channel and not my main channel, just to give you guys a little bit of a heads up. So now let's jump into the booster box opening and show you guys what these cards actually look like. Alright, so what do you say we get ready to crack into this booster box that I've got here? We'll go through some of the packs, kind of give you guys an idea of what to expect from the physical card game and how it kind of works with the code cards inside. Before we do that, though, I do want to just show you some of the promo cards they sent me, because I think these are a really nice indicator of how the cards look in terms of card quality, give you an indication of that amazing hand-drawn artwork. It's one of the main reasons I was really drawn to Mythril, because the cards let the art shine through, even though they do have a lot of card text on here and abilities and things for like attack and defense. The card art is still front and center on these promo cards. And going forward into 2nd edition, you're going to see a lot more cards that feature really nice full artwork on here with all kinds of amazing fantasy art. So now that you have an idea of what the foils look like, what do you say we get started and crack open this booster box? So there are 24 packs inside of here. I have opened 1 so far. This is actually my 2nd booster box that I am opening. This is from the Kickstarter, so unfortunately you cannot buy Kickstarter booster boxes on their site anymore. You would have to rely on the secondary market on like eBay or something. But this does give you a really nice idea of what to expect from Mythril, especially for the 2nd edition going forward. So inside it will come with a box topper. Normally I would save the box topper until last, but you know what, we're going to crack this open right away, and then we'll get into a handful of packs here. So every box will come with a box topper, and at least in the Kickstarter edition, it will be a card that is normally not foil, but in the case of this box topper, it can come in foil. So you can get some really cool and rare stuff from here. Let's see what we pull. Okay, this is the front. Oh, that's actually a really playable card. So, not like a cool dragon or anything like that. It is an ancient gold urn, but it's just a pay 2, draw 2 cards, and is a rare, as indicated by the symbol right down here. So, not one of the most stunning pieces of artwork in terms of, how the card itself looks, but it is an extremely playable card. So let me just set that off to the side in a sleeve here, since these are quite rare. So if you're into really rare foils in your trading card games, Mythril is definitely going to kind of give you that feeling. Alright, so we're not going to go through all the packs, because I don't want this video to be too long. I want you guys to definitely get a nice feel for the game and, you know, not have to sit through an hour-long video. I don't want to scare anybody away. How about we grab out 3 of the different pack arts, and we'll open this up and kind of talk through it. So every pack will come with a QR code, and this QR code can be used to scan and give yourself a digital pack in the game. And the cool thing is the QR code that you do scan will be for the pack that you're opening. So if you scan a QR code for Kickstarter, you get a Kickstarter pack in the game. You scan a second edition, or first edition, you also would, you know, get the relative pack in the game. So let's just kind of take a look through here. Since I do play the game digitally, I am very familiar with, you know, what all these cards do. You got equipment cards, you got spell cards, direct damage. You've got sort of like buff cards like this. And as you can see, all the cards feature some really nice hand-drawn artwork. You got the rarities down here. These are uncommons, and then you have your rares represented by the triangle. And there's your QR code. You guys are free to scan this, give yourselves a free Kickstarter pack. And yeah, let's just crack open another one. See if we can find something really good here. Really awesome dragon card or something. So this allows you to collect, get something physical, and at the same time, you get a QR code to give you free digital packs in the online client. You can play on there, play with the community, learn how to play. This is definitely one of the biggest meme cards in the game. Peasant Farmer, an old farmer who doesn't have much. He's just a blocker. He has 0 attack, 1 defense, but you're forced to attack him first before anybody else. Shoutouts to Vet Nation Cards. That is sort of like his little mascot in the community. And once again, the community is such a huge part of Mythrel. So, you know, you really learn to get involved with learning who everybody is, playing with your fellow Mythrel players, because, you know, I'm going to be honest, it's a game where it is still fresh, it is still new, and it is in that phase where if you're playing, you're going to get to know everybody in the community, and it's been one of the most welcoming, nice communities. I know there's a lot of people out there that say TCGs have like really toxic communities, but Mythrel has been absolutely amazing, and it's one of the reasons why I felt confident in helping get the word out there for their game, because I'm involved with it. I've played it quite a bit. Heck, I've taken place in a tournament that they've held, and everybody's just been so nice. The first time that I you know, got into the game, one of the players hooked me up with one of the rarest cards available. There was only a few of them in print, and they just sent it to me, and it was, you know, I never forgot it. It was just such a nice welcome, you know, hey, like a way to welcome me into the community. So now we're getting some awesome, one of my favorite card arts, the Hooded Triad. I love the art on this. So once again, how these cards work, this is the cost, this is the mana cost, and then you also have the attack, if it had attack or defense. And then, you know, because this is just like a buff spell card, it's not going to have attack or defense. But if it is a creature card, such as Mew Assassin, you would have the attack, the defense. Swift means it attacks first, so pretty easy to understand. Now, one thing that you're probably wondering about is how are the foils distributed in here? So here's one of the things, and it is, you know, it is probably one of the more love or hate kind of things about Mythrel. Me, at first I was like, whoa, that's kind of weird. But then I'm like, you know what? I actually kind of love it. Ooh, we got our foil card coming up, and this is perfect timing too. So let me talk about this as we stare at this amazing wilderness fox. There is only one foil in the booster box besides the box topper. Now, before you click off the video and you're like, what? That's crazy. I opened stuff like modern Pokemon and I'm getting 4 foils per pack. But think about this, right? If everything's special, nothing's special. So in the world of Mythrel, when you pull a foil card from your booster box, you will never really forget that pull, right? Because you know it's the only foil in that box. It's going to be extra special. Wow, back-to-back Fox and Hunting Wolf. So Mythrel aims to sort of make your foil pulls really special. All right, let's see what we got here. There's all kinds of stuff. This can be, it could be a mythical, it could be an exotics, or 1 in every 4 booster boxes, one per case. Oop, Flamefire Dragon. And we got, okay, hey, at least I didn't get like a equipment card or something. I wanted to show you guys a creature card. So this is one of the mythicals. This is not an exotic. You can tell by the rarity symbol down here. The exotic would have more spikes on it. But this is actually a pretty decent card. I like this card. It's quite playable. So he's a 4-cost, 4/6 blocker, meaning you have to attack him before anybody else. And it's got some nice spot foiling. It's not one of those foils where everything is going to be foil. It's sort of just foiled in the background so the character really pops. And there's your QR code. So really glad that we pulled the foil early on because I wanted to be able to show you guys the foil. I didn't want it to be like the last pack that we opened. Let me just get this in a sleeve here. And yeah, so that is it, right? Like this is the last foil that we get in here. However, there are a lot of other rare cards that we can pull from these packs. Let's just open a couple more to give you guys a better idea of what to expect from cards and card quality. The card stock on these is quite nice. So you have equipment. You can equip this right onto your characters. And you're going to notice one thing. There isn't a ton of text on the cards, and that's because this is a game that is built around simplicity. It's a game where if you're kind of just coming home after a long day and you don't want to have to read paragraphs of text on a game card, this is super easy to play. If you've never played a card game before, it's incredibly approachable. And if you have played card games before, you may actually find this kind of refreshing. Hey, there's the urn we pulled earlier. You may find this to be a pretty refreshing game in the fact that you can kind of just like multitask. I like to play Mythril while I'm watching something on my iPad, kind of just play Mythril on the side, because you don't have to give 100% of your focus, unless you're in a tournament, of course, to playing Mythril. It's just kind of something that's easy to play. You don't gotta, be super honed in or awake and alert. I got Gwyn the White Dragon, one of my favorite card arts. I mean, look at that. Awesome old school style fantasy art on these cards. Let's do one more for you guys. I don't want this to be overly long. If you want to watch more Mythril opening, I will have a link in the description to my card game channel where I actually opened an entire booster box for the first time. So if you want to see me open more Mythril, especially for the first time I opened Mythril, I will leave that link in the comments below for you. One more. I just can't get enough. It's been a bit since I've opened these packs, so kind of digging for some of those good rare cards. So when second edition comes out, you will see the card quality go up so much more because you're going to have full arts in here. The foils are going to look even better. I'm very excited for it. And I wouldn't back something like this if I didn't believe in it, right? Like this is not some game that I played once for 20 minutes and said, okay, yeah, I'll take the sponsorship. No, I played this game for dozens of hours, and then they reached out to me and said, hey, do you want to help, do you want to be sponsored by our game and help get the word out there? And I said, absolutely, because I believe in Mythril. I love the community. And yeah, that's just a preview of, whoops, oh my goodness, my light's falling down here. my setup here is like, hold on, keep opening Mythril. But yeah, that's a booster box of Mythril, so hopefully that gives you guys a better idea of what to expect from the physical side of things. This video I wanted to act as sort of a like PSA, like, hey, come check out my card game channel because I do a lot of cool stuff over there. I wanted to let you guys, of course, know about Mythril because it's one of the best indie card games that I've discovered in my year plus that I've been into discovering trading card games as a hobby. I think you guys have really loved the community. Be sure to join their Discord. It's really important that if you plan on playing Mythril that you join the Discord because that's where a lot of the community aspect goes on. It'll actually have a channel in there that tells you when people are queuing for matches. It's extremely important that you join the Discord because it's just such an important part to actually playing Mythril. The community, keep in mind, is still very small, so you guys will definitely want to be in there to know when people are playing and how to, hook up with other people and play matches and get involved. And really, the best part about Mythril is the community. I wouldn't really advise getting into this game and just going and hooking up and playing against, like, trying to find matches at 2 in the morning. You're going to have to get a little bit involved with this game, but really, it might get you out of your comfort zone. There's some great people in there, and I'm sure they're going to be very welcoming to all of you. So once again, be sure to check out the website, check out their pre-orders. Let me know if you have any questions. Leave a comment below to enter that giveaway. Just leave your in-game name, and heck, make sure you join the Discord because that's probably where I'll be trying to reach out to you for the giveaway winners. And especially if you're winning the in-game packs, they're going to be sent to your in-game name. So make sure you leave that below. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.